Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cyberpunk Red, Episode 9, Experiment 4. But let's recap. After last week's session, everybody was in the hospital. Everybody was actually thinking what needs to be done, what happened to Elena Mendoza, what happened to Midnight. It's like the bozos actually captured them. Obviously wanted to torture them. But it was here that actually Remy, Vincent, and then Haliman was also in the hospital. But when everybody else was trying to figure out what actually happened, who is Striker? Who is actually Striker working for? If Dimitris is actually working for Striker, why does Dimitris want to actually betray the very person that actually took her in when she was just an orphan? And also at the same time, Hibana was actually trying to figure out what was going on. What actually happened? However, while everybody was actually trying to think how, when, what, WTF. This was the time that Priscilla got visited by one of Straga's enforcers. They call herself Byakuga, but many know her as the Baba Yaga, the assassin sent to actually dispose of people that betray or do not actually return what Striker actually wanted. And it was here that Priscilla tried valiantly as she could, but for the solo, there was really nothing much that she could do. She was beaten up really bad. Jaw bones broke, her rib cage shattered, her kneecaps broken, her skull smashed into, blood splattered out from her mouth. Even though she was wearing a mask, she actually choked on her own blood and lay down on the floor, dying and bleeding. But it was also here that Haliman heard what actually happened at the opposite side of the room. The scuffle was just too loud. He fell off to the floor. He saw Baba Yaga walk past him, staring at Haliman as she actually walked past, straight towards the lift. And as the nurse and the doctor rushed to see what happened, Baba Yaga did not hesitate and immediately sliced both their throats within that short 3 seconds. As two of them actually fell to the floor, gurgling in their blood, and lay there dead. Haliman saw this massacre and sure was like what's going on. But due to that death of 2 innocent people, now Haliman rolled for resist torture drugs.
Oh man. Oh fucking me.
Haliman, Byakuga is a strike fear to you, but the death of those 2, the nurse that have taken care of you for that many months, and the doctor that have always been looking after you with the help of Diana and the others, but even then the medical center doctors couldn't do much. Their death strike you and send shivers down your spine. You lost humanity. Roll 2d6. Dear humanity loss.
Oh man.
You lost humanity. Like to shrug it off. Like stricken with fear. That assassin left. As you can hear on the lift. You got back to composure. There's only a few ways to do this. You're unsure what happened to that person known as Priscilla, but you try to actually drag yourself further in. crawling and crawling and crawling on the floor, but the pain was just too much. Roll for body skill endurance. Yeah. Your movement is half your movement. Your movement is 5, if I'm not mistaken. You got up in the phone. The alarm actually sounded. But even though the alarm is loud, only the nurse and the doctor actually came in. If you actually press on the device on the wall with the sounds actually emanating everywhere, and then that's as if that you press again, you wait. Do you want to wait to help to arrive? Right? No.
Oh, I'm gonna check on midnight.
Midnight. As you lay there on the bed, the alarm was just too loud. You woke up, but you look to your left. You see on your left hand, like the needles poking into your veins or into your cybernetic enhancements, trying to actually keep you alive. You tried to actually speak, but you could not. Roll for endurance with a -4 penalty.
Let's go. I'll spend both my luck points on this.
Alright,
15
spend
minus 4, 11.
Minus 4, now 11. You actually look to yourself, you look to your right. You see someone on the floor, battered up, blood everywhere. However, you try to actually move. You try to move your body, however, the pain is just too much. You try to resist it. And that lady that's on the floor, you see her somewhere before. You try to actually remember who she was. Roll for concentration check under awareness -4 penalty.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright. Okay. And you turn to actually see. You remember her. You remember her. You saw her before. That's Priscilla. You think to yourself. She's one of Vincent's friends. But then okay. She's actually one of Vincent's friends. And then you stare and turn. She's not breathing. But also at the same time, okay, Vic, I want you to actually roll for Priscilla's death save.
Oh man.
Roll higher than 7, she's dead. 7 lower, she's alive.
Let's see. To spend her luck or not to spend? Spend.
How many luck does he have?
Freak! Oh no!
Wow, you spend a lot of luck by your own time. Okay. Midnight, you turn to actually see Priscilla on the floor. You notice that she's like gurgling. And then you notice that her hand was twitching. Her hand was like moving, and then after that you notice that her mouth and her face and her whole body shaking at first, and then it stopped.
No!
Then you turn to see that Priscilla, this woman that accompanied Vincent, if Priscilla is here, then what happened to Vincent? But
Midnight tries to let out a
roll for resist torture, drugs with -6 penalty.
Yeah, there we go. She tries to let out a scream and she's still trying her best to get out of the bed, like though futile. Whoa!
Alright. 24, even -6, you still pass. Okay. You didn't lose
No.
humanity, no?
Come on! I rolled 2 net 10s! Come on! What's this? No, this is the second natural pass. What are you talking about? Oh,
The alarm. The alarm still loud. But you don't see any nurse, you don't see any doctors, you don't see anybody running through that glass door that you're looking at right now. You're like thinking to yourself, where is everyone? But Haliman, roll for endurance with -2 penalty. You're crawling on the floor. Okay. You crawl only one box or one square. Okay. At midnight, it's like the death. Somebody lay dead next to you. It was just too much.
She
But-
was dying. She would still think that is there any chance to save her? I don't think it kind of hit her right now. Like, oh, she's definitely gone. So
Yeah,
should I
no
try
problem.
rolling
Roll for
endurance again?
endurance. Roll for endurance with a -4 penalty. Okay. You turn and you fall on the floor next to this woman, looking at her. Then, Haliman, your turn. Roll for endurance. And you again drag yourself another square. Then, midnight, you stare at this woman. Because apparently she was beaten up really bad, but no gunshot wounds. Not even one. She was just beaten up by God knows what, you are unsure. But as you roll yourself away from the bed, something dropped on the floor not far from where you are. It's a data pad. And when you look at the data pad, you stare at it, but your eyes were still blurred, unable to actually differentiate what it is. Roll for perception with a -4 penalty.
Yeah. -4. Yes.
You look at it. You notice that it is a photo of your two children in New York City. But kneeling next to them, side by side, in the middle, is Walter Cross.
Like
And
kneeling as in like against his will or just like happy?
taking photo with your two
Oh.
children, and then smiling and looking at it, and then written there in text that on the data pad itself, Walter Cross seems to enjoy his time with your children. Midnight, I would suggest that you stop pursuing me. Otherwise, your children will be taken care by Walter Cross without you knowing it. And by the time you come back to Night City, they will be gone. The words written on the data pad. You're not too sure who it is. But a photo was just there, and you read the messages. Roll for resist torture drugs. No, this is different. Don't resist torture drugs. Roll for concentration check with a -10 penalty. Okay.
Let me minus my humanity. Let's go. How much?
Roll 2d6 for your humanity.
It better be a lot. Wow. Okay. Average.
Not as much. No matter, Haliman. Okay, Haliman, roll for endurance. -2 penalty. Okay. Alright, you drag yourself up to 2 squares this time, pushing yourself to the limit. Like, you crawl and you crawl.
Somehow he
Oh
glitched.
no, he's glitching through.
Yeah.
You might want to delete your token and replace it back in.
I'm just gonna leave it here for now.
just send him to just put him to front. Just put Haliman to front.
Haliman, I can't take you away. Okay. Alright. Okay.
There we go.
Alright. Okay, Haliman, as you drag yourself through the glass window to Midnight's room, you notice that it's actually staring at the data pad. Don't fall from where she is. But Midnight, you also need to actually concentrate. It's either you concentrate on that photo or you concentrate on the woman next to you. So which one do you choose?
The photo is just a photo. The woman beside is the more immediate thing. What
Alright.
like this photo is the past. Come on. Yeah.
Roll for concentration check -4 penalty.
Good point. Let me see. Wow.
Okay, alright.
Why am I rolling so many tens
You
today?
are quite determined. You turn to the woman, you look at her, unsure if she's actually confessable, but can she be safe? You are unsure. But now you need to actually look at her and just a simple technique skills first aid for a -4 penalty.
Oh, she's gonna do terrible at that. Let's go. She don't know shit at first aid. What the shit is going on? Why am I rolling so many tens?
Midnight is a
Holy
determined woman. She's like, nobody's dying on me. You think herself. But you look at the woman. She's no longer breathing. She's dead.
No. She kind of like kind of clutches the wounds. She's like bleeding out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she
She's
kind
bleeding
of
out.
tries to like hold it in, but it's just kind of futile. She just more or less just splatters more and more blood over herself. Ah, shit, and she kind of turns around, probably seeing Haliman. We need a medic. As she kind of plops onto the ground, like exhausted from all the entire ordeal.
Haliman, you open the door. Then you enter. You feel it like inside, asking you to call the nurse or the doctor. But the moment you actually head inside, you can see a nurse actually rushing in. Look, with a nurse. Yeah. Quickly rushing in to where you are. And then after that, helping you and Midnight. Haliman, trying to actually get you up from the floor itself. Then she turns on the alarm and then she calls the doctor. You see all this.
Swats the nurse away from her as she kind of points to Priscilla.
The nurse actually calls out the other nurse from the intercom, and then after a while you see other doctors and other nurses actually like coming in and then rushing in and also helping you Midnight up to your bed, and then after that they brought the stretcher, carry Priscilla on top of it, and then some of the doctors actually carry you back again, Haliman, to your room, and more nurses. And after a while then you see Officer Gigi appearing on the scene and then heading straight to, not to your room, Haliman, not to Midnight's room, but to Elena's room. But after a while, then you see Gigi actually head straight to your room, Haliman. And then after that, asking for magic.
What do you want?
Gigi asked you a simple question, Haliman, and then he just said, did you see what actually happened? Do you see who did this? Who caused this? I got a phone call after the alarm.
All I know, it was a lady with weird cybernetic arms. After that,
Roll for concentration, -2 penalty.
Concentration is
When a skill,
awareness, right?
or when a skill concentration -2. Okay. You don't really remember much. The only thing you remember was this woman had blue hair. That's all. And she cut the nurse and the doctor.
And she cut my cheek. I pointed to the cut on my cheek, and she gave me this.
Then after that,
Blue hair.
you check. Then after a while, you see that Gigi, after asking you that question, you actually just too tired, too injured. Then he started questioning the nurses. You can see him standing outside the room, looking at the bodies, and then after that, calling other police personnel to actually appear. Immediately, he picked up a phone, and then he called up someone, and then after that, you hear him screaming from the top of his lungs on the phone. Damn it, Remy, pick up your phone, damn it! Why are you not picking up? Remy, are you there? Remy! But meanwhile, Vincent and Remy. Vincent, you actually drove your car to actually bring Remy to where he actually needed to go. He told you, I want to go to Harry's Bistro. Sure. You know where Harry's Bistro is. It's really not that difficult. You know Night City really well, as much as Remy. I mean, Harry's Bistro is really not located at the hot zone itself, but actually like located further north. It's like past the bridge. Okay, where the others are. But Watson Development, you think to yourself, it's a nice place, perhaps to settle down one day, you think, but Night City is not for you, Vincent. You know that for a fact. But after actually like crossing that bridge and sending Remy to the Watson's Development, he actually stood there and then looking at you, and then he said, so what's your story, Vincent? As you drove your car, you can move your car up to a certain amount of speed, up to about 40 meters.
Well, my story, eh? It's not actually very interesting. I'm just a family guy. I'm just a family man. That's all, through and through.
Then he asks, so you and Midnight, how long have you known each other?
It's been a couple of years. Lost count, actually. Ever since I got drafted into the private military. But if I had to put it, 7, 8. It's been quite a while.
7, 8 years. Midnight looks young. What, you got married when you were what, teenagers?
No, we knew each other, but we knew each other when we were quite young. But we got together, what, half a decade ago? Around there.
So, Midnight, if my daughter was still around, I think she'll probably be Midnight's age, perhaps right now.
Maybe. She's a bit older than she looks, honestly.
Yeah, you see, Remy's laughing now after a while after looking. But that brings in the
yeah, I didn't expect to see her with a lot of you, and not in the state at least. What happened, Remy?
Well, there's too many things that actually happen. He actually speaks out, but now with everything that we need to do for both Striker and now this, if Midnight's involved and Elena's involved, I would rather not. Honestly, if you ask me, I would rather not see Elena actually handling the stuff that she's supposed to handle, but she's too adamant, and Gigi tried his best to actually stop her, but she refused. And now I'm just here trying to actually figure out what actually happened. But Vincent, Is it okay if you just send me back to my apartment? I just don't feel like having a boost tonight. I feel like just resting for the week and see what happens. And perhaps once Elena's woken up, I can actually head back to the hospital and see, and perhaps talk to her.
You sure? It's never a bad call to loosen up a little. But
Yeah. That's alright. Besides, I just don't want my mind to actually wander off. Besides, I'm not really here anyway, so I just don't want my soul to go elsewhere. He just laughed.
Understandable. We'll do the bar thing some other time, alright?
Yeah. Perhaps one day, perhaps we can actually just sit down and really have a talk at the bar. Once I'm back, of course.
Perhaps. As Vincent continues driving, he's a bit more silent right now because he's just thinking, what has my wife gotten herself into? Why would she do this?
You think to yourself, like, why you have to? But the streets of Night City, apparently at the northern part, is always quite busy. But because it's very late, some of the cars are probably like not driven off. But you notice the NCPD in this section is quite busy, making sure that the streets is safe. But after driving for quite some time, Remy actually told you to actually send him straight towards the university district. Then you managed to actually drop him off. And after he said thank you, and then you decided to drive elsewhere. But after a while, you received a phone call from Gigi, Rose Greenfield.
Hey, good sir, how's it hanging?
Gigi did not say much, but he said, Vincent, I got bad news. He speaks out.
Bad news? Oh, yes. And what might this bad news be concerned of me?
The hospital was attacked. Midnight. And Midnight and Haliman. And Elena's safe, but apparently somebody actually sent a message to Midnight. I suggest that you actually head over to the hospital quick, right now.
What? As George hears this like the sound of like something slam, and then as like the screeching of tires as Vincent does a 180, just like
They move themselves as fast as possible towards the hospital. And then you took the nearest lift and rushed your way up. And the moment you arrive, you can see Gigi standing on two corpses. Nurses and doctors appearing in the hospital itself. And you can see others, police officers, checking the room one by one and making sure that everybody's safe. Gigi stood there looking at you, and then he said, Vincent, finally you're here.
Vincent ignores him completely and just like hops over, just like steps over the corpses like they are trash, and runs over to Midnight's room.
A police officer, dark skin, short yellow hair, holding an assault rifle, stops you where you are. Stop, she said. Who are you? Sir, who is this?
Is she safe? That's all I need to know.
She's safe. Inside the room, you can look inside the room, you see a nurse looking into Midnight. Midnight's actually basically unconscious. And then, not knowing they're actually outside, but the female police officer just stopped you where you are and then said, Don't worry, sir. She's fine. She's safe. You don't have to concern yourself.
As Vincent takes one look at her. Right, stand down. As he just walks back to Gigi. Ah, shit. Yeah. Might want to put me to front. There we go. That looks better.
Right.
Nice.
Okay. And then Gigi looked to you and said, when you look at the two corpses of the nurse and the doctor, just roll for a simple concentration check.
Sure.
No penalties, just a simple one.
Good.
Right? Good. Gigi looks to you, Vincent, and said, do you know anybody? Vincent, his face was serious this time. You know that he's actually one of the police chief for his little team. But if Remy knew about this, he would have been here right now. But you see, Gigi looks to you, Vincent, and said, do you know where Remy is? He asks you. It's a simple question, straight off.
I sent him back home, but what's going on here?
It's good. It's better that Remy doesn't know about this. We'll get things cleaned up first. But we'll be putting a lot of other personnel here in this floor and other floors, and in the front of the building, making sure that nothing like this ever happened. We think that nobody will even try to even attack the hospital, especially the medical center.
And
this place has a number of trained medtechs to actually handle this type of situation. Apparently, however, I received a call and they received a call at the same time. But we tried to actually trace that information, unable to find the person that actually gave us a call regarding certain individuals that needed help. Do you know anything about this? Who would want to attack midnight?
I don't know honestly, but and I suppose the nun lady, she's scouting the grounds, making sure everything's safe.
Yes. Yeah. I've sent other officers around. They're making sure that Eleanor's safe, and the others too.
Oh, I meant the nun lady.
The nun lady. You mean
Yeah.
Priscilla?
Yeah.
I think
My best.
you better sit down. Like Vincent. Up. Sorry, there's no chair here. I think. Then he touched your shoulder. I'm sorry, Vincent. Priscilla's dead.
That's funny.
Roll for resist drugs, but roll for human perception first. Then you roll for resist
That's
drugs.
funny.
No, then you roll for concentration.
Concentration or human perception?
A roll for human perception first to see whether he's lying. Yes.
Yeah. It's like that's funny. It's like you're joking at this kind of time. Yeah. Yeah.
You look at his body language. He didn't even blink. He didn't say much. His face was serious as he actually stared at you, and then he said, Vincent, do I look like I'm joking? The moment you actually notice that, he will notice that he was actually telling the truth. And you see that the blood inside the room was just too much, and I know the blood on the floor was not actually midnight. That's when you realize that what DG said is the truth. But so wow. Roll for concentration with a -2 penalty.
That says it all.
Yes.
Vincent just punches the air.
Roll 2d6 humanity loss.
Wait, I thought the check was always resist torture.
No longer resist torture. I checked John the White. He said concentration now.
What? Oh my god, he cares about Priscilla that much. Ouch, my human. Oh my god, oh no, my empathy.
Oh yes, your empathy. Don't go to psychosis in hospital, yeah.
No, he's fine. Just ouch.
And then Gigi told you that's something that I want you to see, but are you going to be okay with this, Vincent? You just lost a friend. Seeing her again it might jeopardize your. I mean, I can see that this is causing a lot of hurt to you physically and mentally.
You see his fists just clench up. He's more angry than anything else. Who did this?
That's what we're here to actually trying to find out. But we're trying to actually figure this thing out. But we're going to be bringing these two bodies down to the morgue. I suggest that now, follow me, Vincent. I think you may need to say this. I wanted you to actually go home and rest. But if you don't want to go home and rest, then you're free to follow me to the morgue.
As you better sure that she's safe, and kind of points to Midnight's room.
Don't worry. There's a special force that I actually put here to combat us, but they are not your regular NCPD cops.
And then sure, I'll follow you to the mall. Just as he walks out, or it's your life. And she kind of whispers to this guard over here, referring to you better make sure she's safe. And he's like, or it's your life to this lady over here.
All right, roll for your persuasion check.
It's more of a threat than anything else.
I know, but they remove intimidation with a bummer. It's no choice. Have to use persuasion.
Oh, whoa.
The police officer.
Whoa, it's like Midnight's rolling so well and then Vincent's rolling so bad.
Yes. The other side of the coin, we always say that. So, yeah.
I thought he's supposed to be the lucky one. Come on.
The police officer holding a gun, looking at you. Intimidation. Just look at you. Don't worry, sir. We'll make sure that she would be safe and be taken care of.
Very good. Exactly what I want to hear.
And then Gigi looks at you. Alright, Vincent, follow me. You see Gigi's face, serious, with his cap covering his eyes, with his jacket on his body. You can see his gun is posted on the left side of his armpit as he leads you down towards the lift, heading straight towards the morgue. Then he walks over. Gigi looks at you. Come, Vincent. You might not like to see what's here, but we got no other choice.
I've seen my fair share of gore. But
It's a totally different story.
yeah, a lot of my friends got blown up back when I was in the military. I'll be fine.
You walk over to the room. You see Priscilla's body lie down there on the table, the slab. And you notice that the clothing is all removed. You notice that her face is battered up, bruises on her left rib cage, legs broken, bruised, arms broken and bruised. Not even a single gunshot wound. Not even one. Dr. Morrison, the man, bald-headed man with small glasses, wearing the doctor's uniform, and looks at you. So he must be Vincent Pierce. A friend. Am I correct? The doctor asks you.
Then indeed.
But when you look at Priscilla there on that cold slab table, roll for concentration, -2 penalty.
Zam. Let me spend a luck point on this. Actually, wait, nah.
All of it.
What the shit? What the shit is going on in these rolls? What the fuck? That's 3 natural fails in a row. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm recording it. I'm going all of it.
What the hell?
Oh, roll 2d6 humanity loss, bro.
God damn. You do this? Okay.
Alright, okay. At least it's not 12. Yeah, at least it's not 12. It's a 6. Right. Okay. Alright, Vincent, you stood there, unable to actually control your emotions. You
Kicks-
cried.
Yeah, he cries and he kicks this table. It's just
You cried.
bang.
Perfect. Okay, you better do some drama. Why, Priscilla? Why?
Yeah, he kind of kicks this table over here, like flips this, like he doesn't even care because there's still a
Yeah,
corpse over
the
here.
corpse,
Right?
yes.
Yeah, he just flips the corpse over, like in this rage of his.
Let go of your emotion. That guy's been dead for weeks. So you can let him just stay there on the floor. But Gigi looks to you, Vincent, and said, "You better put your anger elsewhere, Vincent." But
Damn it, Gigi! You were sending people. Where were these people?
that's what I want to know, Vincent. But look at this. Look at this. And after that, you look at Priscilla's body. Roll for technique skill. First aid. DV10.
He's probably gonna fail, but let's just see. What the fuck? That he succeeds. Come on, man.
And then when you look at Priscilla's body, you've never seen her. You only seen her unmasked only for a few times, but this is the first time that you see her beautiful bruised face, her hair, her arms, her nails, everything. But why you notice is all the bruises was all at various critical points: the brain, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, and the groin area. All was precise number of hits. And then George Grayfield then asks you, I know you edge runners do things that beyond your means, but does Priscilla have any enemies? Vincent Grayfield asks you.
Yes, Vincent is in another train of thoughts. A skilled martial artist.
Then all the attacks, all the hits was too precise, too perfect. Not even a single gunshot wound.
With his prowess in some martial arts, like because Vincent knows Krav Maga, he kind of like can understand the techniques to a certain level. Though it is a different martial art, obviously, because Krav Maga doesn't focus on these kind of things. Not at least the precision strikes.
Yes, and this thing.
I don't know. She was never one to talk about it, but I do know that you do know that people like you and me, I mean her and me, we do make enemies along the way, but none that comes to mind of a skilled martial artist. But all that aside, my sister got involved in this, and like there was a lot of mentions of Striga. This has to be something to do with that, doesn't it? Something you aren't telling me, Gigi.
No. Apparently not, but this is what we found in Midnight's room. It passed you a data pad. When you look at the data pad, you look at the photos of your two children, and apparently a man that you know of as Walter Cross in between them, smiling, and the kids also smiling. This photo was taken recently, I believe. Yuji, as I told you. Do you know about this? Who are they?
Slimy son of a bitch. That's Walter Cross. Do you not know that? Do you not know the dude?
I know Walter Cross personally, yes, but what is he doing with those two children? Do you know those two children? Grayfield asks you. His face staring, look directly at you. Do you know who they are?
Vincent
Walter,
tries
for
to
a fact, doesn't have children, but who are those two children?
he tries to hold back the information. What do I have to roll?
Acting against Gigi's human perception.
Wow, his acting is so low.
Performance skill acting.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Come on, Gigi, roll a natural 10. Roll a natural 10. Come on, Gigi.
Okay, Gigi looks to you. You just need to beat your 20 over. Okay.
He's a hero, natural 10. Oh my god.
Oh, hero of 10. That's it.
GGY. GGY.
That's right. Gigi looks to you. Okay. So that's what you said. I believe you. But those two children apparently are quite close to Walter Cross. I know Walter Cross for a fact that he have his own children, but not this young. Unless, of course, he remarried. But finding him is as much as difficult as actually trying to actually find who did this to this young lady over here.
Those are not his children, that's for sure. That's all I'll tell you.
Well, I can say for one thing. That data pad that you're holding right now, there's a message being sent. I think somebody's targeting either Walter Cross or targeting those two children.
And do you have any leads on this?
Yes, apparently we found something deep inside the data pad. There seems to be some chip. We tried to actually analyze it, but it's actually encrypted really hard. We need to actually find a net runner that actually dive in and actually figure out what's the data inside, what's the information hidden inside. If there's an information...
I know two.
I know two too. Grayfield looks at you.
Those two.
Yes. Grayfield looks to you. Those two. Vincent, apparently I need you to look for these two people over here. He takes out... It's like, you notice George Grayfield actually looks to you, and after that sends you a deed, and you look at the information, and again, you know who those two are. Mao Lin Yong and Hibana Suzuki.
Let me get it.
Now we need to look for those two, and perhaps they can actually decrypt the information inside. However, knowing the person that sent this, there's probably some sort of countermeasures actually put inside that chip. So we'll be careful. We'll leave Priscilla here for the time being. If we find anything, I'll give you a call.
Alright, you keep her, make the autopsy light and everything. I need her looking alright for the funeral.
Do you have enough eddies for this? Dr. Morrison looks to you. Do you have enough eddies for her to be buried? Or do you need the eddies for her to be cremated? Do you have enough for her cremation?
I've got family, Dr. Morrison. That's worth more than any eddies you could ever have.
Well, you can take her remains then you don't have to pay anything, and perhaps give her a proper burial outside, elsewhere, out of Night City. Dr. Morrison looks to you.
Yes, you guys do what you have to. Find out as much about this killer as possible. Then I'll just give you a call when you're done. I'll come and pick her up.
Dr. Morrison looks like, alright, well, give her a watch up, and once you're ready, and we'll give you a call, and or I'll give you a call, then you guys have to pick up. But that's about it. You don't have to pay a bit.
Yes, Vincent kind of wipes a tear, and he turns around to Priscilla. Is
Priscilla, your friend's belongings is at the locker, but you can pick them up once you pick her up.
yes, that will do. I'll take a few things first. His own things. He'll take his own equipment that he rented Priscilla back first, but he'll leave the rest of her belongings. Wait, or can he take the belongings now? Actually, wait. Yeah, he'll take it when he picks up Priscilla.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'll
And
come back
you head up.
a few days.
Right. You head up. Then you immediately head straight to where Hibana is.
Mm.
Her apartment immediately. Okay. Okay, Vincent. It is very late at night. It's like the door is closed. Ibana most likely rested. Oop, this guy not supposed to be here. Okay. The door is closed. It's really, really late. Now you need to roll for endurance with -2 penalty. Otherwise you'll be fatigued.
Let's see his endurance. Okay, it's not that bad. Let me spend a luck point on it. Ah, well, whatever. If he fails, he fails. This is gonna take -2. Hey, I didn't need to spend the luck. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. -2. Okay, you still pass. Alright. Soon
Dum.
then you tum tum tum. Tum tum tum. Okay. Ibana, you're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for concentration check with -2 penalty.
Under endurance, under body, is it?
Awareness skills.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to concentrate to go back to sleep. You're like, ugh, it's just too loud. You're unable to sleep. Somebody's banging outside your door. Tum tum tum.
She.
Tum tum tum. And you hear voice.
Oh, she just checks the tablet for the front entrance, and without looking, she says, "Jehovah's
Okay,
Witness delivery."
roll for.
Mhm.
Okay, roll for your electronics. Tech -2 penalty.
Jehovah's Witness.
Well,
Everything you do at -2. Because even when you're trying to rummage through your pad, you're still tired.
where is the electronic skill?
Technique skills.
Technique,
Technique skills.
electronic, and security, is it?
Security keys.
Yeah.
Storming and
Nope. You're unable to actually like communicate or even try to open the door remotely.
okay.
Oh no,
Vincent
she doesn't
takes
want.
out his gun.
Okay. We take out his gun.
Okay, continue.
Oh, I was gonna say that the door is like, a steel door, as in cannot be blasted, but okay.
Yeah, he knows.
Hmm.
And then yeah. Continue. What did you want to do? He just takes out his gun for now.
She's like, just pressing. Hello, I'm not interested in anything. I wanna sleep.
So doesn't hear anything. And then you hear bang as
Yeah. You're gonna hear the electronic device you're trying to actually press to send out the voice message outside. Nobody receive it.
Vincent shoots not the door, but just like the surrounding like trash and whatever.
Okay. Alright. You hear the surrounding trash. It is loud. Yeah. The neighbors from the other side of the hall open the door and look at you, Vincent. And I quickly close the door immediately after that. The moment they notice your pistol. Okay, Ivana, you hear gunshots outside the door. What do you do? It could be a threat, of course.
She gets up and picks up the gun from under her pillow and everything, and check out the tablet with the front camera and who does she sees?
Okay, again, this is basic tech under technique with -2 penalty.
Okay.
Just a simple basic tech. Just to see who's outside with the camera. You're like, oh, tired. Your eyes are like blurry. You're like, oh, who is this?
Yes.
DV10. Okay.
It's okay.
DV10 -2. And you see who's outside. Then you realize it's actually Vincent. What does he want at this time of hour? You think to yourself.
She
First, you got Dimitri's coming over, and now it's Vincent again.
she's like, turn on the speaker, and in a sleepy voice, she said to him, "Unless you're coming in with food or to consult me or with money, I am not opening that door until I am better. So what do you want?"
Hey,
You might want to open up the door for this.
Whatever you have to say, just say it. It's late. It's like, what, 1 a.m.?
I know, but do you hear what happened at the hospital?
What? People die at hospitals. One moment. Let me get decent first. That she sleep in her birthday suit, so she's like put on some basic stuff and a hoodie, an oversized hoodie, as she like the to let him in.
There's Vincent kind of like just walks in quickly, dum, 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 with the boots, with the spurs of his boots just kind of ringing out.
She just sits at the edge of the bed.
And Vincent kind of takes a seat here. Yes. Fuck.
What? What happened at the hospital? Also, don't curse in the apartment at 1 a.m. It's bad luck.
Luck is an illusion, Ibana. But shit went down. Someone decided to do a killing spree at the hospital.
And that's news to me because... Wait,
As he kind of walks up.
is Midnight okay?
Alright.
She almost wasn't okay.
Oh,
As far as what I thought.
as long as she's okay, that's all that matters. What about the rest? Like, Elena, Haliman, are they okay?
I think Elena's okay. Heard Haliman got a small cut. Yeah, big man, he'll be fine. As
long as...
but you know Priscilla, don't you?
Met her just like once, did a job with her once, and that's it. I haven't got the time to even know her.
Yeah. Well then, fuck. Guess you won't be getting to know her.
That's Night City for you. The city chews you in and spits you out faster than ever.
She was like a sister to me, alright?
How many sisters do you got? Never mind, don't answer that question. For the love of God, just tell me why you're here at this late hour. I want to go back to sleep, you inconsiderate human being!
As Vincent just walks right up and like takes out the data shot like right up at her face.
Okay. What should I do with that now?
So someone decided to leave this as a gift for me or Midnight.
Is it safe to put on?
I don't do this kind of net running business, so I don't know, but from what Greyfield said, probably not. And that's why we need your help. And Mao, I'm sure they'll pay you for this. They need the information anyways.
10 grand. 5 at the beginning.
Not my call. That's a conversation you'll have with Greyfield.
Then call him. Tell him I'll do it for 10 grand. I'll take 5 at the front. Okay,
There's
10 grand might be a bit too much. I'll do it for 5. I'm in a financial shitty case at the moment, and I need to pay rent, and it'll cost me 5 grand.
Okay, Vincent, go for deduction. Under the education space.
Sure, I'm gonna do very badly. Oh, wrong thing.
Alright, okay.
Wrong thing. That's human perception. No.
Okay, deduction, okay. Deduction.
There we go.
Okay. You're unsure actually if Greyfield actually wants information, actually wants to pay you to get this information. But you do know that this information was actually taken out from the liquor pack with the photos of your two children with water crossed right in the middle. So you could actually lie to Hibana and said that George Greyfield probably want this information to be taken out so that you can actually gain the benefit of the net of this information given to you by the netrunner. Or you can ask Greyfield if you really need that information and after willing to pay the money.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna ask Greyfield because it's not something. It's like he doesn't know what's inside, but if whatever's inside, he and Hibana will know first. Of course, then we can decide whether we want to give it to Greyfield, or when I mean he can make. He might be able to make us decide whether we want to give it to Greyfield.
Then you can give a Greyfield a call now to hope your perception is good.
He calls Greyfield.
Right. Greyfield picks up and said, "So, have you found what's inside the data chip they actually retrieved from the photo of the two children and Walter Cross?"
No, but I have been made aware that this information is pretty important to you, seeing that you are on a cold case. Am I right, Mr. Greyfield?
It is important, but is it important to you or important to Midnight? I'm not sure. This information was actually given to Midnight, but then roll for your persuasion.
Of course. I'll spend 2 luck on this. Let's go. Persuasion under social. Persuasion. 18.
Okay. The information is actually important, yes, for the case. However, for this one, we just needed to figure out what's actually inside that chip. But judging by the tone that you're actually asking, I believe you're actually requesting for payment.
You got us into all of this mess.
Did I? I never really asked you all to actually pursue some people bozos, but this information is new. However, if you're actually unable to actually do it, perhaps I can actually ask our own netrunners to actually find that information. Of course, NCPs do have other netrunners also able to actually handle this. However, we're just too.
We'll do it for you, but we do expect some form of compensation for our troubles. It's
Find what's inside the
how it
information
works.
first, then get back to me to see if it's important or not. Besides, whoever those two children are, they could be related to someone. We just need to figure out who that someone is. Who are those two children? But once we actually figure out who those two children belong to, then we can actually then interrogate the parents.
You won't find the parents, trust me.
Information side.
Acting.
Information side. This is easily found. Information. Okay, roll for your acting. Yep, that's high. Now, all children around the world have information regarding them. DNA checks now in technology have improved. It's not that difficult to find out who the parents are. We just need to know where they are. That's all.
Damn it. Excuse me for a second, Ibada. As Vincent walks out back to the outside. Greyfield.
And Greyfield listen to you, yes.
Those are my children.
Then he laughed. Roll for your persuasion check. Or roll for your acting. Greyfield laughed again. I do not see somebody such as you even have children. Stop trying to lie, Vincent, and get that information. I need to know who those two kids are. So at least I know who the parents are.
Do I sound like I'm joking to you? Sir.
Roll for persuasion. Social skills. Good. Well, but if those are your children, then who's the mother? Priscilla asks you.
Is that important?
Yes, if you want us to pursue this investigation and to actually make sure that the two children is safe, yes.
Midnight.
You mean that woman in the hospital is the mother? She's your... Wait, are you two married?
Is that now? That's not important.
It is important if you want to pursue this investigation, Vincent.
I told you what I have to. Yes, we are.
That would explain why Walter Cross is so interested in your two children. And if those two children are really your children.
Why would he be interested? What has my wife got to do with any of this?
It's a long story, Vincent. Something that I don't want to speak right now, where I am at this current moment. But I'll get back to you in time. Once midnight is okay. I would need to speak to both of you. Once she's alright. I suggest you leave that chip alone for the time being. I don't need what's stored inside, but keep it safe for the time being. Whoever sent it is sending a direct message to Midnight, and not to you.
Very well. As
They pull out of
So, Ibana.
Ready to pay me?
We'll get our deal after we get the information out.
In that case, leave the
That's what he said.
leave the chip with me. I'll check it up in the morning when I have some steady breakfast and coffee.
Do it with we'll get Mao here. I'll give the chip back. I have to look through a few things.
Yeah, just keep the chip with me, okay?
You sure? It might have something inside.
I'll call Mao and I'll give Mao a call in the morning to see, what we can do about it. Yeah. Pretty much it.
Fine by me. As Vincent heads out and plops onto the couch.
Alright, I go to the couch. Okay, meanwhile, now this is gonna be the downtime moment.
Wee downtime.
Alright, okay. I know Haliman's seriously injured. Remy, Mao also need to rest. Midnight also need to rest. Okay. Midnight have body of one. So body of one will take weeks to actually heal back. And after that, Priscilla is dead. So with Diana's a bit of Diana's funding, so basically you guys can rest. But the what's important right now is Ivana. Hey Ivana, how much body HP do you have left?
I have a body of 7 and my HP is 14. I don't know.
14. What's the maximum HP?
Maximum HP is 45.
45. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within the week you'll probably be healed. So meaning that this whole week is gone.
Okay, before the rent payment and everything, I want to give Uncle Scotty a call to see if I can at least have him pay that 1 month rent.
Roll for your luck.
Okay, let me just check my luck is 6, so I need to roll below 6.
Yeah, 6 or below.
Why?
Oh.
What?
You tried to call your uncle, Hibana. It's like the only thing you got from your uncle during the end of the month was like, the number you have called is not in service.
Okay.
Please try again.
Okay. I got my sister. I got my sister.
And then-
I got my sister. So
No, your sister won't help you because you're an edge runner. Your sister never liked you being an edge runner, so she will not help you paying for your rental.
It's like
So
wake up,
you have
sister.
to pay for your rental for this month, which is going to be a lot.
well, how much do I actually heal up? Because I can at least go to the night market and sell the stuff that I have.
Like you can't sell during this week. You need to rest
Oh, okay.
because it's like 7.5 is like 35, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
So this whole week you need to rest. You need to pay for rental. You
Okay.
can't
You-
escape from this one.
Okay. This is what's gonna happen. You know what? Let me roll for something first. Because Vincent, on the other hand, has the whole week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And seeing
Vincent
that
can
Midnight
relax.
needs to save hands, I'm not gonna pay for your rental, of course. But hold on, just a moment. Let me go to my hustles.
Yeah, you can do your weekly gig.
Yes, indeed, and I'm roll 7. So
But if
What
you're
the
working
fuck?
with him, you need to help paying for the rental.
I mean, he kind of can come by regularly, but he doesn't have to pay for rent because he lives in his vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
Okay,
here.
boy.
Let me roll my d6 for the week. How much are you short of, Hibana?
I usually pay 755. 750.
Jesus, I only get 200 of these.
200.
What did I do? I delivered a client safely to destination. Fuck you. Nomad rank is nonsense. Let's see, 200 of these. Okay. How much do you need again?
750. So I'll need about 55.
Okay, I don't have that. Vincent packs up Midnight's things
Okay.
and takes the
also
data
during-
shard.
And also during that week, Vincent, you actually picked Priscilla's remains and drove out to the nomad camp. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then after that, you met with Richard and Mikasa and the other family members, and they were actually like quite sad to actually see what happened to Priscilla. They actually created a special funeral fire for her, like cremate her instead of burying her.
Okay.
with rock.
This is how I think Priscilla would want to go.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Yan is on the call,
She's.
so go ahead.
Yan, I don't know what exactly you would have in mind, but you can type. I'll say what I think, and then I'll see what you
Would you rather I talk or would you rather I what? Because since I'm not entirely in the
You want to go off with a bang, don't you?
Yeah.
How do they want Priscilla to be buried? Strap a grenade around her body and blow her up? I mean,
you know the Cyberpunk Scorpion ending.
Mm-hmm.
So put her inside a car, like in the boot of a car. Set up the remote, chuck the car full of grenades of explosives, and send it off a cliff. And fire a few grenade launchers.
Yeah, you can do that. By the way, Priscilla have like 2k plus of AD, so I think you can take that from her. Yes. I'll send you the details, but basically I will allow you to inherit my stuff lah. I'll allow you to inherit.
You can then you can at least help out by sharing that amount, or at least just paying for the rent
No.
if you want
No.
to.
No, Priscilla will only give it to Vincent. So,
Yeah, but
the
okay,
family to the nomad funds, I call it.
2,000. Holy shit!
Yeah,
2,500.
because Priscilla went to
Oh.
the night market. Too bad she didn't tell Vincent about that particular night market. Otherwise, Vincent will know where it is.
Damn.
But yeah, later I'll write to you.
Yeah, honestly,
Anyway, yeah, just do what you do.
Yeah, honestly, you could have. Yeah. It was a bit of a bad move. Like I could have kind of hinted to ask about whether you want Vincent to help you sell stuff at the night market.
Yeah, too bad.
But oh well, too bad.
Sure.
How much are you lacking again?
I need about 750.
Yeah, midnight. Hibana need to tell Priscilla that Hibana need to tell Vincent that midnight actually bunk together and help pay for the rent. At least that way, Vincent will know that he needs to help in paying for midnight.
Okay. He's gonna pay off the 100 and 750 for Hibana. But Because Midnight isn't here, so technically she doesn't have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. You mean, yeah, he's
This
paying
is-
on her behalf. He is paying on her behalf.
No, as in she isn't here,
Oh,
so
okay.
she doesn't have to pay for it.
Mhm.
So he's helping you for now,
Okay.
but this is a favor that you'll have to return.
Yeah,
so
which-
you might want to note that down.
Yeah, which is the data shard. She'll basically do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Good trade. Yeah, you'll pay for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got that one settled. It's a Sunday. I am on 35 HP. Anything else?
Yeah, Midnight is wound 2 now. It's like Haliman's wound also increased by 1. So for Midnight to wake up, you need to roll below 2. Vincent. In order for Midnight to wake up from her coma.
Oh damn. Let's see here. Let's go to
Okay.
yeah, baby! Right on
Right.
the dot.
Midnight woke up from a coma, just seriously injured, and after that, but she's lying down on the bed. And then Midnight and asks who is paying for this. Then Haliman actually is not that injured, but Haliman can actually walk and visit Midnight from time to time. So Haliman, do you want to have that scene in the hospital where you talk to Midnight?
Yes, please.
Right there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, finally, the first can of worms shall be opened.
Here, not here.
Let me just adjust the HP. I assume he has 4, still has 4 HP. I will assume.
Who's this? Okay.
Let's just
should I,
curled up on the bed.
Should I drag my character since I asked Vincent to take me to the hospital as well?
No, wait. Your character is here. I just need to.
Oh, okay.
I just need to unhide your Kibana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In that case, yeah, keep going.
Damn. I don't know how I'm gonna roleplay as both Midnight and Vincent at the same time. Oh fuck me.
Yep. You can. You need
Uh,
to lower your voice to be more
want me to
female
help?
for Midnight
Do you
and
want
more
me to help?
manly for
Okay.
Vincent.
You can? Yeah.
Who you want me to?
Maybe you can do Midnight later. Once
Okay, sure.
Vincent arrives. Yeah.
Sure.
Nice, thank you. Alright. Midnight's just curled up like a prawn, just on the bed. As you kind of walk in, she's still kind of sleeping because it's a bit you're kind of drowsy from all the drugs and everything. And she's just like, Vincent, where are you?
Let me roll forward for
I need you.
deduction. Roll forward for deduction.
It's more
Okay.
like sleep talking.
Oh
Whoa.
no! Okay, it's getting good. I love this. Is she afraid of someone that she loves?
Is she?
Good night. Good night. You okay? He gently, tried to wake you up.
She kind of like opens her eyes. Haliman?
You also talking. Is Vincent someone you love or someone you care for?
Vincent,
Mhm.
what did I say in my sleep?
Yes.
I don't know. You tell me. You're pretty much a mystery to me.
Human perception? She's trying to
Okay.
hide something.
Is under education, right?
Yep.
Human perception.
No, social. Please pass.
Uh,
Please pass.
1 point difference.
Oh, wait! I have a -4!
Oh, it's a pass!
As she says no, but the look on her face tells you more than it's more of a yes.
Midnight, if there's something you want to share, just share. I'm still your friend regardless. Despite our history, I still care for you.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you for that, Haliman. It's... I don't know why you still stick with us. You could just forget it all and live a better life.
What do you mean by that?
You don't give me water?
You've got you've got skills in inventing things. You could do much more besides being an edge runner.
I wish I could, but you know my history. I got... Yeah. You already know what I want to say, right?
I suppose we all have that history that's holding us back.
Yep.
Much like myself. I don't do this by choice, you know.
And it's by what? Obligation? Duty? You're not a dog girl.
It's my duty.
Your duty, eh?
I have one thing that I'm good at. And you know,
And that would be?
I can put a bullet
Right.
through just about anyone.
And regardless of distance, you always get your meat. Am I right?
Yeah. But I don't take any joy in doing this,
Wait, what?
if that's what you want to know.
What?
Well, for all the clients I work for, I don't get any joy in any of it. It's not something that I want to do.
Then why did you ask me to leave edge running?
Because look at where it's turned up. Look at where we turned up. Look at what we got ourselves into. We're sticking your neck out for us, and it's taken a toll on you, on me. We don't deserve you, Haliman.
No matter how I try to avoid it, the devil's luck is always with me. Been so ever since I was a boy or teenager. I can't seem to tell anymore.
You're cursed, it seems.
Sorry, that was one of your great jokes. I mean,
So am I. So am I, Haliman. We're all cursed. In this disgusting city.
Us. Who's Vincent? You seem to, well, judging from your sip talking, you seem to love him. But just as my guess, as you know, I'm as then.
Yeah. Yes, Haliman. It's no better way to put it. I do love him.
Trying torture. Emotion, bitch!
Emotional damage.
Concentration. Actually,
Okay. Because it's under education also?
yeah, resist drugs and torture now is literally resisting
Oh.
drugs and torture.
This is actually real. It's like,
Makes sense. Anyways.
okay. back to roleplay. He's gonna cry a bit. Oh.
You're trying to resist yourself, but you laugh. But when you laugh, you're like,
Yes, like that.
you like cry at the same time.
I'm sorry, Haliman. I'm sorry.
Oh, living alone.
You may be a lot of things, Haliman, but you're not a loser. I think from one fucked up person to another, I'm not the best at giving advice, but maybe you just need to find yourself again.
Find myself again. Has to be in the back burner. I need to find who the heck was that lady. Why did she took Diana, my closest and oldest friend?
And she killed Priscilla.
Wait. What?
You know
Priscilla?
that lady, the one with the nun outfit.
Let me roll for deduction. For
Okay,
immersion
that-
purposes.
Did Haliman?
You can roll for deduction, but you don't know her that well.
Yes. That's why
Okay,
I do
Haliman, you can roll
deduction.
deduction. And then after that, then concentration.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't
Yeah.
know by outfit.
You
The
know
outfit is
by name, outfit, but other than that, you're not very close.
yes.
That's why you
so-
don't have to roll for humanity loss.
Wait. I have to roll for what?
You
No,
don't have to
nothing
roll
else.
for humanity loss.
So no D6, right?
Because she's not that close. You're not close to her.
Here's a roll. You mean? Sorry. You mean that none of us are before? By your bed?
Yeah. Midnight nods. You see her fist kind of clench up a little, even though she's like very weak.
Gonna give you your own advice. You're not that. I can't seem to recall. What was the advice you gave me a long time ago? He scratched his head. I can't seem to remember. Oh well. Just get some rest. And if anything, go back to this Vincent fellow. You love him, right? Or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
He goes back to his room.
Oh. That's sweet.
And I'm done.
Hey, do that. Okay. Alright, midnight roll for empathy.
Roll for empathy.
You need to roll
Matthew?
with
Actually,
Roll for empathy.
Alright, okay.
Plus
Do you pass?
3,
You fail?
7.
Okay. Okay, 4. Okay, what is midnight empathy level? Let me see.
3.
Okay. Right. Now it's like you need to roll for actually empathy to regain back humanity.
Oh. Oops.
oh no.
Okay. So do you want me to roll another d10 or something?
No, it's okay, you fail. So it's alright.
Oh, okay.
Even the 4 it will be like for you regaining back your humanity. Anyway, alright, Vincent and Hibana. After a long drive, you arrive at the hospital and then took the lift. But the moment the lift door opened, you see a police officer actually standing in front of the lift. The moment the door opens, and he said, "Name, business, your purposes."
Hibana says,
But before anything, you see one of the officers actually walks over and said, "It's okay. They are with us. They can enter." The young female Asian officer actually looks up, and then the man actually, "Okay, all right, you can enter."
That's the way we should be treated. Let's go.
Whose room is this on my left?
You look inside, you see Haliman through the glass window.
Mr. Sucksack in the flesh.
Sitting there on the bed, it's like pondering, it's like thinking on his mind. He didn't notice you. Okay, Haliman, roll for perception. No penalties. You sat there on the bed after kissing like Mina's forehead. You turn to see Hibana standing outside your room.
Oh, okay. Vincent, do you mind if we go into his room first? I want to check up on him.
Gives a nod.
Plus, I may need your emotional support as I may want to have a heart-to-heart talk with him. Just be the buffer zone in between us, okay?
Very well. You've done that way too much, yes. For the family, anyways. Let's go.
You walk.
As
Oh no, she's telling you to walk in first.
Oh yeah, fantastic. He was about to do that. Vincent gives a knock and a wave to Haliman.
Zaf, your turn. Zaf?
I gesture my hand to.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
I gesture my hand to go away. I gesture my hand to go away because I don't know Vincent. I didn't know someone by the name of Vincent. I haven't seen Vincent. But knowing her, I just say, her, him, related, shoot, go away.
It's like, Haliman, if you have time to talk.
Excuse me. People always tell their names to visit someone. Who the freaking hell are you?
I think you know the lady over here.
Oh, let me cut you there, cowboy. The two-faced bitch that somehow got me involved in some bullshit. Get her out of my face.
Very well. It's like, I see that you're not on good terms, but as of me, I am Vincent Pierce. As he takes off his hat and does a small bow, like in a kind of feat of showmanship, in the flesh.
Like, you can come in. If anything happens to that girl, make it worse for her. I don't even care. Two tiny bits of her ass.
Very well. As turns to Hibana, I'm just kidding. Just patronizing him. Walks in. Thank you.
Oh, okay. The door is like that.
You spoke to me. I spoke to you on the on the comms. If you remember.
Let me roll deduction. I can't seem to recall.
Yes. You need to roll for concentration. Yes. Concentration is to recall. And then deduction is another tips and so on.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Yes.
I think with this roll you can remember what your character ate the month before.
Remember a week ago. A week have passed actually, Haliman. You remember this man. You saw him. You remember him. He was there during that time. He was in one of the AVs. He was actually in the hospital actually helping out. But you not really clearly know other than his name. Other than that, it's still a mystery to you.
Vincent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Vincent, you know his full name, Vincent Pierce.
Vincent Pierce and the man that got midnight. I'm guessing she was good in bed or something. Sorry.
Wow, that's too much of a concentration check. Okay. I know you roll. You roll a 50, but that's way too much. It's like, years. He was being in bed. I was like, what?
You must be good in bed. Man. Well,
Zap has bonked his head so hard that he doesn't know what he's talking right now.
That would be an understatement.
It's like it's either a woman or a man. So that's the thing.
Yes, you would be good in bed, and Vincent would be like, well, that would be an understatement, Mr. Sucksack.
Alright. Yeah, so what's that bitch doing here? She got into what this time? Greed? Money? Power? Stupid shit? Whatever it is, get her out of here!
Heart to heart talk, is what she wanted. At least that's what she told me.
So you don't want me to come in and check up on you and see how you're doing, and also to give you a few bits and pieces of answer that might stir up that anger of yours at the actual enemy?
Let's just say I'm just being polite, miss. I'm just gonna call Hibana. Consider what's your last name? I don't know.
Suzuki.
Like I care.
Miss
Oh.
Suzuki.
Suzuki. Boo-hoo, the little girl who's naive and thinks everything is nice for her. Just get to the point before I lose my patience.
Alright, okay, Haliman, the moment you see Hibana coming in, roll for your concentration check. Okay, you don't have to roll it. You don't have to lose humanity. You retain it.
Meanwhile, Vincent takes a seat on the chair and takes out a burrito from his coat.
Yes, the burrito is still a real thing.
Yes.
Burrito.
Just noms
Yeah,
on
you
the
you want to know something? You have my fridge, you have my cryo tank, you can literally store your
Yes.
burrito inside.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, back to roleplay.
Yes.
Okay, a little bit nervous. Anyway, she basically looks at you like straight away into your eye and say, Haliman, how much do you know about Demetrius?
Who's even Demetrius? I want to know that some weird, exact whatever girl came to my room and she forced Diana to go with her. And then she told me your name. What did you do, you little shit?
You mean what I did not do? She basically...
Whatever, you're involved.
Ivana, roll for your concentration skill under awareness, and after that, roll for your education skill under businesses,
Okay.
and also bureaucracy.
Okay, first of all is concentration, is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first one. And it's a net,
Good.
and
So now you get a plus. Now you got a +4 bonus for your bureaucracy and businesses under education skill.
okay, education bureaucracy +4. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. And the last thing you said is education, is it?
Education skill businesses.
Oh, education.
Business.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you. That's a 20.
Right.
Yeah, that's a 20. The 9 is a 14, and yeah, 14 or 13. Yeah.
Alright. The lady that you talk to is not only Dimitris. When you want to address Dimitris to Haliman, there are so many Dimitris in Night City. You need to address Dimitris as a proper name. Dimitris Subisky.
Oh,
Dimitris Subisky.
okay, Dimitris Subisky. Yeah, I had a tough time trying to pronounce that name. Anyway, yeah, back to roleplay. Dimitris Subisky.
Now, Haliman, now you need to roll for your own, not concentration, but directly straight to education skills, business, and bureaucracy. Under business, you know who Dmitry Subisky is. On the bureaucracy, you don't know so much about her. But under businesses, Dmitry Subisky, during your time in Militech, she actually heads many of the R&D departments dealing with a lot of hardware and technology. She's the lady that looks into many of these things. Advanced technology under the Strega Corporation. It's funny that Hibana brought her up, the name.
I'm gonna laugh at her.
Before you laugh first, okay, this is actually to prevent you from laughing too much. Okay.
Okay.
So right, then you better roll for. It's going to be under. It's going to be a willpower save. Okay. It's going to be under concentration also.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now you're allowed to
Oh.
laugh. Okay.
Easy there, Joker. Easy there. Easy there, Joker. Easy there. This isn't the DC universe. You know that? Takes another bite of this burrito.
I'm gonna play this. Naive little girl got too much to buy now? Oh, how stupid of you.
Well, this naive little girl was being and by the way, by extension, you were being blackmailed. She dangled my family members right in front of me and gave me an offer I could not even say no to. And she could not, blackmail you through your loved ones, so she reached out to the only target whom you care about, Diana Fairview. So she gave me an ultimatum. Assemble a team to help her take down her own boss and Walter Cross in, let's just say, in return.
Also, Ivana, after having a conversation, we talk about Dimitris. Also, at the same time, because you're a natural 10, also at the same time in the hospital, there's Elena Mendoza here. Do you remember what Dimitris asked you to do?
Yeah.
Dimitris asked you to actually kill Elena Mendoza to see how far is your loyalty, how far does your loyalty go?
Yeah, I was gonna actually, tell him about this as well. Anyway, back to roleplay.
Vincent closes the door.
So, Demetrius is blackmailing all of us. You, me, Midnight, everybody. She has our names, addresses, personal details, our effing favorite food. All in a little bundle of data. She gave me a copy, I gave it to Remy so he can formulate a plan of action. For the past...
Before you continue, you little shit, and who agreed to this? I wasn't informed of this.
Well, unfortunately...
Vincent shrugs.
Well, unfortunately, Her Majesty came to me because apparently we need to help her take down her own boss. In return, she'll leave us be.
And what did you get?
I wish I got anything. In return, like I said, she'll leave us be. That's the return. If not, we're gonna have NCPD knocking onto our doorstep.
You did get something, Eisen.
The gun.
Is that all?
That.
Is that all?
She takes out a gun and she puts it on that table. She gave me this gun and she asked me to kill Elena to prove my loyalty, to prove how far I'm willing to go to protect my friends and my family members.
And what does this mean? Vincent just interjects with a mouthful of burrito.
Haliman, you look at the gun. That is not a typical gun that you can just buy off from the street. Roll for your technique, skill, weapons, tech. That is a really, really nice gun. When you look at the design, this one actually is like tied into your DNA and your biometrics. The moment you activate it, or whoever activate it and use it personally, it will type into their DNA and the biometrics, and after that, nobody else can use this gun except for that person. Difficult to even have. Wait. Roll for concentration before you laugh. If you pass, you don't laugh. If you fail, you laugh.
Easy there, Joker.
Oh.
Okay, you don't laugh.
Yep, you
don't laugh. You're serious.
Okay.
You don't laugh. You just give a smirk.
Nice.
Not just any gun. It's a special biometric gun. One that only after activation tied to little old someone. He just gleefully smirks and stands behind Hibana. And now you gonna do it?
So do you pick up the gun and you press the trigger, is it, Haliman?
Hmm.
If you press the trigger immediately, it's tied to you immediately.
Let me roll for. Let me just roll for other resist. If he fails, he takes it. If he's not,
Not resist torture drop as usual. Again, it's concentration.
okay. If he fails, he takes it. Simple as that.
Zaf, if you don't mind, I don't want this to be a dick move, so I want to run it by through you first. Would you allow Vincent to have a chance to snatch it from you?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this. He fails, he takes. Simple as that. Pass.
Nice.
He just gives it to Hibana. Your choice. You have to clean up. Learn reality, bitch.
But you never asked, if you want to protect your precious friend Diana. She's on the line because she's friends with us. Subsequently, friends with you.
Oh. I don't know. I do want to save her, that's for sure. But what about you? Oh, I know you just want the money. Even if anything is involved, money related. So your choice. Prove to me you have the guts to defy.
Wow, prove to you. Okay, that means Ivana, you have to prove to Haliman that you can go over to that room and shoot Elena Mendoza.
To defy her.
Defy her, you mean. Defy her, not the other way around.
Wow.
I like
Haliman's choice of words.
this. I like this. It's like a movie going on here as Vincent takes another bite of his burrito. So tense.
I don't even know
I just shrug.
who works with Demetrison, who's, not even working for her. For all we know, half of the hospital is already in her pocket. To prove my loyalty and to defy her, I'll need to seriously plan on this.
I'm gonna roll for this so I don't laugh like a maniac. If I fail, I laugh like a maniac. Stay naive, this little bitch! Oh.
Hold on. Let me do something as well. Okay, he doesn't laugh with you.
Technically speaking, I've already, sunk into her bad side a little bit because she inadvertently, when I was there with Mao and, mainly just Mao and Midnight in her club, she gave me a side mission to try and ruin the reputation of your friend Diana Fairview. With what happened to me, with what has happened. Wait.
Okay. Okay. I was going to check. When the moment you mentioned reputation, Diana destroyed. I'm gonna roll brawling to grab you by the neck. I'm gonna roll for brawling and I'm gonna use luck points. I'm gonna use 4. I'm gonna use 4 of them.
This is like, what a dick. As thinks about, as he reacts to the Diana
Neck, right?
that thing.
Okay, do you want to retaliate by brawling versus brawling?
Okay.
You're attempting a grapple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use 4 luck points.
Yeah, that's brawling versus brawling.
Okay,
I
brawling.
use 4 luck points.
That's 15.
My god, that's 23. I don't think Ivana can beat this, too high.
I'll also use 4 luck points.
That's what you use all.
oh yeah, since there's no combat, I'll use all my 6 luck points.
And roll 1.
That'll
It's
be
not enough.
that'll be 19. I'm off by 3?
Yeah. Wow. Your brawling is actually higher than Haliman by 2, but your dexterity is 1. But 6 luck points not enough. Yeah, not enough. Okay, Haliman, you grab Hibana by the neck. Hibana unable to retaliate, but this is considered like a combat situation in the sense within this 3 seconds, meaning Hibana can still retaliate and so on if she want to push you away. But you manage to pass. You grab Hibana by the neck, and what do you do? What do you say? But you do damage first. That's the thing. So this is grapple no damage. So grapple no damage. So you grab Hibana. What do you do?
So you got her involved in the first place. Let me guess. Money, as usual.
No.
Tell me the truth.
I refused. Well, technically I accepted the mission, but I had to help Mao with something else that practically rendered me inoperable for almost 2.5 weeks worth of bedtime. So subsequently, I inadvertently refused. Diana came out of her own volition to help take care of me, and that's where she came in eye to eye with none other than Demetrius herself. Demetrius gave her one look, and Diana was practically on the floor in a corner out of fear. Hell, Diana came into my apartment without a weapon, without guns, without anything. There was me, Diana, and Mao. We could have killed her right there and then. She gave us one look and we were in a corner.
You didn't, you little shit.
She had everything on me. My family, my sister, even
So,
you.
are you afraid? So, are you afraid of your own consequences because of your greed?
Well, I
was in any scum.
Well, I thought that bitch of an asshole Walter Cross is gonna pay me something. Turns out no.
But in the end, it's your greed. Vincent, I toss it to Vincent.
Wait, whoa. Wait, you what?
Toss Ivana to Vincent.
Oh, okay. Vincent kind of like catches us like, whoa. That's not the way you should be treating a lady.
Come back here when that little bitch starts to mature. Then I'll consider.
At least I saved your friend's reputation. And also, at least I told you the truth about what she's currently planning. So I'll leave it all in your plate if you wanna defy Demetrius and save your friend. If you do, come and seek me out, so we can put it temporarily.
Ivana, roll for persuasion. Okay, yeah, roll for persuasion. Haliman, concentration to defeat the DV. Ivana, roll first, then concentration.
Yeah.
Need to be a 17.
I'm gonna use my remaining 2 luck points.
Ooh.
Highest wins. Hey, wait, you roll 2 lucks, right? Okay, 19 beat 17. Okay, no. Okay. It's like Haliman is not persuaded by you, Ivana, no matter what you said.
Yeah.
It's like still doesn't trust you much.
If you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. And help me take down the bitch who currently have us on a leash, so to speak.
Then defy her.
I'm already trying to think.
Falsify something.
I'm already trying to think.
Oh,
Well,
how cute.
Where is Elena's room? And who's with her currently?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not smart. You're smart.
Hey, guys. You see, if you're all talking about this Elena, about this Dimitri's person, like she's some powerful shit, right?
You don't want to tangle up with
Don't
her.
you think it's a bad move to defy her so openly?
Yeah, which is why I'm trying to think. I'll call Remy later on for coffee or dinner at my place so we can, ask him around. If you're willing, I'll give him your phone number so he can call you and put you on a conference call with me and him, so at least you'll be in the picture.
So, before that, did she give you a timeline of when to kill?
No, she told me to assemble a team. Naturally, she knew everybody's at the hospital, so yeah, she wants to see if I can do it, and I'm currently with Remy trying to come up with a certain plan. Remy got, the copy of the data that she gave me with our information on it. I also have something in my head that she will be very much interested in it to have. And so does Mao. Mao actually has a copy of the data and the actual data shard. We haven't yet gave it to her yet. I hold all the cards. Me and Mao, we currently hold all the cards. We could bring down her all of her organization, but if the police find that file or a copy of it, the one that she gave me, the one who I gave subsequently to Remy, we're gonna get arrested as accomplices.
You do know that this ain't gonna end nicely for any one of us. Either way, don't you?
Yes, which is why I only right now trust Remy and whomever I know. And by extension, I'm starting to trust you too. Although you know what reason.
Flattered.
So, Haliman, give it a think, sleep on it, counter it over, but at least I told you the truth now. Now you know who's currently holding your friend on a short leash, just like I am.
And who caused it? But let's see what is your choice, little girl. You're naive. You're full of spunk. What will you do?
It's
Please,
success.
please.
With all due respect, whatever she may have caused, we're all knee deep into this shit either way.
I don't have the power to have foreseen the future, you know. I got a job for Malta Cross. Do this for me and I'll pay you handsomely. That's it.
Let me report the situation so I don't laugh like a madman again.
Yep. Go ahead. Nope, you don't laugh.
Oh, what people all do for money.
How about this? You do some community service in a bunny suit, and then I'll join.
You're not
Bruh.
serious, are you?
The doctor walked by is like, bro, seriously? A bunny? Yeah.
You all were like talking. The door opens and you see a beautiful nurse walks inside and looks at Haliman and looks at you, Vincent, and Hibana and said, Haliman, you need to rest, no guests for now. And the nurse looked over you and said, please let the patient rest and recuperate.
Sorry. Sorry about
yeah.
that. We'll be leaving.
Sorry to intrude, I was just handing him a burrito.
The nurse put you down nicely and softly, Haliman. You got no time to seduce the nurse.
I'm not seducing! I'm not seducing!
Haliman. Vincent leaves a burrito for you on the table.
I do the burrito.
And
Put the flame on the burrito.
yeah, boy. As Vincent walks out with Hibana, it's like, you know, maybe you should consider that bunny suit.
Are you?
You know?
I'm not playing.
He just.
No, I'm serious.
She just basically, just stands up, before reaching the door and says to you, I don't know what the fuck she saw in you, but I'll disregard that comment. Next time you mention it, I'll just say that you're trying to hit on me and see who will be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Of course not. She told me all about you. Well, at least, wait. Did she? No. Oh, I think I received a few kinds. That's all I got.
I don't even... She looks at the officer and she said, Officer, I'm here to see the patient. I am her roommate / acquaintance / sister / best friend / whatever there is else in the English
Just give
dictionary.
one. Oh my god, you don't even need to remind. You don't need to remind everything.
The officer to you, Hibana and Vincent, she said yes. Chief Gigi told us about you. You enter.
Thank you.
Oh no.
She just,
You're going first.
Yeah, I know.
Vincent will kind of stay behind the wall and just like.
Finish the burrito, man. Finish eating the burrito.
He's like panic eating the burrito. And I was like, fuck.
She basically,
Angry
It's like
eating.
proposing to her again.
she basically sits like on the bed right beside her and like, how have you been?
Midnight won't say a word. Just stare at you blankly. Okay. Midnight's roll for concentration check with -4 penalty only. Everything is -4.
Sure.
Oh,
Dude,
Bruh.
even worse.
Midnight don't even know who you are, Ivana. They're like, who are you? She's so sedated.
I mean, don't you remember me? I'm your friend. I'm your roommate
Okay, Vincent,
/
how are you gonna roll? Roll for resist torture draft with -4 penalty.
Oh god.
Let's see. Cause he's just taking his time. He's like just procrastinating, just like.
Like Ivana is like Midnight looks at Ivana, and she's still sedated, but you're unable to see because it's very blurry. What happened? But Ivana, this is the first, it's like second time actually you see Midnight here, but this time is the only time that Midnight is fully undressed and wearing a hospital gown, and you actually can see her bruised face and the cuts on her face and fingers, and her thighs and bodies.
Fuck, whoever did this, they really seriously did a number on you.
But also, Hibana, roll for your concentration check.
Okay, concentration under body.
Under awareness.
Oh, okay, my bad. Under awareness, actually. Thank you. And nope, not happening.
You lose 1d6 humanity.
Ooh,
Okay.
no.
Oh fuck.
You lose 5
Ooh.
humanity. You are saddened. You are saddened by this situation that Midnight is in. You've never seen her like this before. But whoever did this might have been a number. You never really asked what actually happened. Was she beaten up? Was she beaten up? Was she shot? But in truth, it's like her own husband actually blew up the truck that she was in, and it toppled over, turned turtle, and spin many times in mid-air. That was the cause of it.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
have that.
Yep.
He doesn't know that. Ibana doesn't know that. Nobody needs to know that. Right.
She basically, just like hold her hand and, just puts it near her forehead as she says to her, I've been lost without you. Countlessly pounding every single part of this sucky life and wondering when am I gonna see you right beside me? Please, just come over. Please get better. Don't have to.
Concentration again? Sorry, you go first.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
That
Concentration again?
sounds extremely lesbian. And that's not an offense.
is
It just sounds
Cyberpunk
very dearly.
This is Cyberpunk Red. You're allowed to fall in love with women to women, man and man.
Oh
Men
no,
and
no, I
animals,
wasn't saying that as
women
a
and
I wasn't
animals.
saying that as a what. I'm just saying that it sounds so lovely. But then
Lovely
at the
dog.
same time it sounds
It's a
so
Davi and
weird.
Ravi.
Yeah.
Dovey and lovely. Concentration
Yeah.
again?
Bro.
Right. Midnight is like, Okay, roll for concentration minus 4 penalty.
Hey.
And it's like, it's still a fail, but they're like looking, you just like look, roll for endurance with minus 4 penalty to see if you can talk.
Because she did push herself again, like with Priscilla, so it makes sense.
No, you can't talk. Minus 4, below 10.
Hmm.
You see a nurse actually go in, put more sedative, looks at Ivana and says that she really needs more rest. And you notice that Ivana just open her eyes, looking at the nurse, and then the nurse just checking the data on the PC, and then after that, then turns and said,
She basically
Then-
walks to the nurse and says to her, what was the cause of her injuries, if you don't mind me asking? Because it sounds like she was beaten up by people and more.
The nurse looks to you, Ivana, and she said, well, when she was brought in here, she got multiple degrees of burns, cuts, shrapnels on her bodies, and she got impaled. It's like from the stomach up, due to a report given to her by Haliman and Officer Remy. It's like she was actually inside the truck, and the truck blew up.
A truck that blew up? He sees Vincent, in the door. She walks to him, to him and says, what happened to her?
Alright,
Is that kind
Vincent,
of
you go for acting here versus human perception.
Okay, human perception.
Wait, acting for what?
Acting.
Because Ivana asked Vincent what actually happened. So what is Vincent gonna say first?
Yeah, it's just like recite the story. So this happened, blah 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 blah. A few trucks went sideways. This happened, that happened. We tried to, yeah.
Okay, alright.
So you tell her everything, including the fact you the one who blew up the truck, is it?
He didn't blow up. No, he didn't blow up any truck.
Okay.
That's what you do with road spikes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, the one that caused the injury wasn't him. It was Priscilla, but Priscilla did. So it's like technically he wasn't the one that's doing it.
Yeah, and Priscilla did everything under his orders in a sense. But the road
But yeah.
spikes were never intended to cause that much injury. I mean, because that's what road spikes are for. They disable the wheels.
So you're
Yeah, but to disable the wheel in a high-speed pursuit is kind of
It's the chance. It's better than her dying, because Vincent knows that she's a strong lady. But of course, he wouldn't want that for her. So road spikes happened.
Oh, road spikes did this to her. She basically walks up straight to you. At first she grabs the collar, but then she lets it go and she says, "I'm better than physical threat, so I'll just say this. When the dust is settled and she's okay, better fucking say goodbye to her, because me and her will be effing disappearing so far down that you won't even see us again. Understood?"
Wait. How would you even know it was him? He never said it was him.
Because Vincent need to roll again acting versus Hibana's human perception.
Yeah, he's just gonna say what happened, because technically, shit happened that he wouldn't expect, and stuff happened. So he feels very guilty inside. So he's not gonna say. He's not gonna
If he's telling the truth, then no need to roll. There's no point to rolling.
Yeah. Vincent will not retaliate to Hibana.
Yeah, but
He'll just
Vincent,
let her.
You can roll for human perception on Hibana.
He'll just let Hibana berate him.
Actually,
Yeah, you can roll for human perception.
yeah, roll human perception.
Okay. You do notice that Hibana really cared for your wife, Midnight. That it's no harm to actually befall her. You notice that the expression of Hibana's face is she was sad and angry at the same time. It's just Haliman the angry at Hibana, but now it's Hibana the angry at you because what happened to Midnight. But because human perception is low, to show whether Hibana actually have some sort of deep feelings to Midnight.
But he'll just roll the punches. So he'll just if Hibana's you know how sometimes you hit him in the chest or shoulder or something like that. He'll just take it.
He just pushes you to the side and says, "Move out of the way, please. I'm just gonna. I don't even think anymore." She walks to the officer and says, "Excuse me, where can I find Officer Elena's room, please?"
And then the officer looked to you and she said, "Just right here."
She just, walks in and just basically stands in front of her as Elena basically sleeps.
The officer that guarded Elena's door was surprised that you actually just walked past her and opened the glass door and just walk in. And the officer then looks to you and said, "Excuse me, miss, but who are you?"
I happen to be an acquaintance of Miss Elena. We worked on a job here and there and just came in to see how she's doing.
Proper persuasion.
Persuasion is under, social.
Yes, indeed.
The officer, the dark skin of the yellow hair, he looks at you and said, "All right, I'll believe you, but I'll stay here in this room just in case. Just precautionary measures," she said.
Definitely. Is she conscious or sleeping?
Unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I roll for her concentration and endurance is on. Nope, it's all failed.
once she basically, sees how she looked like, she just take out her phone and dials in. She sends a basic message to Remy, telling him that later on, once he finished his personal business and everything, he should swing by her apartment to discuss a few things.
Okay, you sent a message to Remy successfully,
Mhm.
but Remy did not reply. It's been very quiet for the last few days.
She just from the door, like the entrance, she just like stand right here and say, "Chop chop, it's time to go. Let the doctors take care of her. You're my ride home, And I'm not done scolding you either."
Is Midnight unconscious or conscious?
She's conscious, but she doesn't know you're there. So remember, you roll natural one just now.
Oh, so I need to roll again if she wants to like see Vincent, right?
Yeah, but now she's like sedated again by the doctors to heal her. So now everything's like a -6.
All right, here goes nothing.
Concentration -6.
Hmm.
Oh nope. Okay.
Oh well. As
Like on still sleeping. She doesn't even know that Vincent is here in the hospital.
Vincent hits over. Wait, let me see what he has in his inventory because he should leave something. He's gonna leave something there for her when she wakes up. What should he leave her? Let me check. Yes, yeah.
Priscilla's grenade launcher.
Oh, nah. Let's see.
Open roll 20 today. I can open everything but my roll 20. I don't know why.
Oh damn. You know you can use the Roll20 app if you really cannot. Like the Roll20 character app.
Yeah. I think I can do that.
Hmm.
I don't know what's wrong. It's blanking. I can open everything except roll 20 for whatever reason.
Vincent will take out a couple of flowers that he got from the Badlands and just set it up. Those wildflowers and set it up on the.
You make it into a heart shape, is it?
Not heart shape. He's just gonna set it up onto a vase at the side table.
All right, you did that. The nurse actually gave the nurse actually like walked to the side, and head up.
I'm sorry, dear. I haven't been there for you all this time, but I'm here now. As he takes his leave.
On basic.
Okay, you see Anna there.
On basically like put your character in the elevator so we can RP just a little bit of a one more time.
Can someone just live stream it? I read.
Oh, 1 second.
Can someone live stream it?
1 second, I got you. All done.
Nice.
Okay, and yeah. While like going down the elevator and such, you basically see she basically tells you in a very harsh tone of voice, "How the effing dare you to do this to her? You do know she was doing fine. She was practically okay. What is wrong with you?"
He was kidnapped, Ibana.
And you did.
What else am I supposed to do? Sit there and just let them take her? Of course not.
And you did not bother to, I don't know, check in, I guess? You didn't bother doing this at least? She's your wife, the mother of your children. I guess,
What are you talking about? What do you mean check in? Come on.
So you want to tell me that you didn't know that she was in the truck? And you call yourself a husband?
I was waiting for my.
She was doing fine without you. I was reaching her. I was practically fixing her before you came in and ruined all my hard work. She used to be as cold as a dead corpse, There's no differentiating between her and a dead corpse. She was being a little bit of a sociable creature. I was pumping life into her. Till you waltz in with your dashing attitude and your idiotic behavior, and you ruined all my work.
So you're blaming this on me now.
I'm not blaming the entire thing on you, but you should have done a better job in knowing where she was kept.
Well, I left that up to because but things happen. I tried my best, and sometimes that's all you got. Do you think I want her to be? Do you think I want her to be so badly injured? Of course not. I'd die for her. You understand that, right?
Yeah,
There were so many of them shooting at the window, shooting at the fucking AV. But did I care? No. I just wanted her to be out of this. And here she is, stuck in the middle of this shitstorm. And for what?
well, that is yet to be answered because I don't know why she was kidnapped in the first place, so here's what you're gonna do, Bucko. You're gonna help me practically avenge her, me, everybody else, and then I'll talk to her and see if she can decide on your punishment. If it was up to me, I'll take her and the kids and we can disappear from your life, from everybody's life.
My God, that it sounded like you want to be replaced by Vincent. You want to replace Vincent's role, man, as Midnight's husband.
I know, right? I know,
But
right?
it sounds. I don't want to.
It's
I
a
don't
good
want to-
story. It's a good story. I like
I really don't want to ruin it, but it's like I have to comment because it really sounds like from my point of view that
It's
tried
okay.
to-
It's a good love story.
Because
It's a very nice.
I like it.
because you know
It's
the
a-
friendship.
It was a love triangle, and now it's a love square. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and it's like Hibana is going to go for everyone, but he already went for Mao. He already went for Mao, and then now she's going to went for Midnight. Sooner or later, it's going to be someone else. But I have no fucking
Hey,
idea.
this could be Vincent's good ending story. You know, it's like bring Midnight back, be happy with the children, then marry Hibana marries Midnight. I mean, he end up being a threesome. You know, it's a good thing. You know.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Bruh.
Okay. You mean like Ibana as his concubine more like?
Oh god.
Oh yeah. You know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. She's
Continue,
Yeah.
please. Continue.
Yeah. All right. Let's get one thing straight, City Girl. You wouldn't last a day outside Night City.
excuse you. You've been outlast twice as long as I have lasted. Never
That's
mind.
what she said.
In this
Never mind.
in this city,
Oh,
out there, it is rough, and you need someone like me to get you anywhere. Facts. Those are the cold hard facts.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna do that on your dashing white horse with me at the back, is it?
No, who says I want to run away with you?
Good God. I mean, I don't know what she saw in you, but pretty sure she could have done at least better on the whole, wild cowboy side. That trend is dead, ever since the whole genre died in 2038.
Ever heard of Morgan Blackhand?
Who hasn't?
Guy is legend. Exactly. It's not dead as long as he's not dead.
Okay, so I'm currently out of a roommate, so you gonna have to substitute, and there's rules around the house. No littering, no nothing, and you do your own laundry.
You know I don't have to stay at your place, right?
And I need protection.
Well, weren't you just shooing me away just a second ago?
I was just venting my frustration, and that's it.
Fine.
Thank you. In the meantime, I'll take a look into that data shard you gave me and see What do you want me to do with it again? I mean, should I
Get Mao
scan it or what?
or do it yourself.
I'll
You could scan it.
I'll call Mao later this evening and to see if she's available.
I mean, it really depends. It really depends, you know. You could do it. You could try something on your own for once, or see how that turns out. Test your skills. I don't know.
Testing. What got me into, being stuck at my own home to heal for more than 2 weeks straight is the fact that I was not as good as Mao. I actually took the full brunt of the damage on her behalf, but never mind.
Net running never ceases to
Ever seen what
confuse me.
a level 5 data security would do to you? Ooh,
I do not want to know.
3rd degree burns across most of my body. And I was out of commission for more than 2 weeks.
Sounds rough.
You should have seen.
How do you guys get into any of this shit anyways? Like, come on. It is dangerous.
It's the
Sometimes
it's the
even more dangerous than being in a fucking gunfight.
it's the thrill. The thrill of doing something dangerous that might cause you to lose your insanity and your mind in the process.
If you want that thrill, this is like Vincent still has access to his AV, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. He's gonna call it his AV. You want some thrills? As your walkout, the AV comes, I guess. The AV, kind of remote. You know Cyberpunk 2077?
You get to the roof. Maybe it's damaged though. It's not repaired because you never go back to the Nomad family.
Oh yeah.
It's still
I left-
damaged.
Oh, I left it at the Nomad. Did I?
No, you didn't.
No,
you never did.
No, you did not declare. So she he sees it loaded with bullets, holes, and everything, and she makes a sarcastic comment and says,
So.
"Did those bullet holes came with the car, or is that your own audition?"
Oh yeah, it's a feature. Yes.
Sure it is.
It went through a bit of a how would I say this? Cosmetic rework
Sure it is.
by the hands of bozos. They were so kind in giving it to me for free. See,
Sure.
even this windshield is even more high vis now with all these holes through it.
Okay. Where are we off to, since you are my ride home, technically?
You wanna hit home? We can hit home.
Still using the cars. So driving back to
Using
your...
the AV.
Alright. AV is damaged though.
Yeah,
So,
he'll send her back, then he'll just drop it off at the Nomad place using some of his downtime.
okay.
Like when just downtime. Not
Yeah, during the
when we're
weekly
doing anything.
downtime.
But
Yeah.
as they're driving back, Vincent's gonna do some sick tricks on his AV.
Okay. Alright.
So he's gonna just like
You got Ivana back to the Nomad Enclave, so it's like your home. And after that, meet with Richard, Mikasa, and the others. Then after that, you take the car and drive back to Night City.
yeah, kind of just to show her a bit of the surroundings to see what she's
Because if
missing.
you're gonna be doing that, right? If you're gonna be flying to the Nomad, then take the car to the Night City, you need to pay the fee just to enter Night City.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Both of you.
Oh yeah, okay. How about this? I fly her back home, drop her off, get someone from family to pick up the AV. Come in, pick up the AV, yeet, and I.
But you
and I
still
just
need to
set the car.
you still need to pay for them to pay for their
Yeah,
entrance.
how much is the fee?
So per
think
person, So that's like 250 eddies per person. So
250 eddies, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'll pay for the Nomad to come in and pick it up.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
surprised you
It's
never programmed the AV on autopilot.
It's either gonna be Richard. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So it's either Richard or Mikasa that comes over and pick it up.
Whoever's
Yeah.
better at flying, I think Mikasa is shit, so we'll get like Richard or someone who just fly it out.
Oh, okay.
Richard
That's gonna be-
will just come in, pick up the damage AV, pick up the damage AV and fight back.
You should add him say for family.
For family.
Family.
It's during that week downtime, but while you guys actually left the hospital, okay, Haliman, as you actually there resting while getting your drip, a police officer go in. A police officer actually like go in and check, and then after that head over to you, looks to you, and after that he just smiled. He took out a syringe from one of his pockets, and then after that, then poked you.
Oh no.
Roll for
no.
roll for your endurance with -4 penalty.
Wait, what? Excuse me.
You're able to move. He looks to you, and then he said, he put his finger on his lips and said, "Shh, take it easy." And he puts a syringe into your veins and after that pump what seems to be a blue liquid into your bloodstream. And then he said, "Shh, this is blue glass. You're going to love it."
Blue.
Now after you take the blue glass and you smile, you're like, wow. It's like you see rainbows and unicorns and two of him.
Oh, look at all.
And then roll for your resist torture drugs with a -8 penalty. Now your penalty is increased by 2 folds. And then the police left while you're there, like being drugged. Then the police officer head over to Midnight's room and did the same. Midnight is just there looking and not able to do anything, and he did the same. Put the syringe inside. But now, like Midnight, roll for endurance skill with resist torture drugs with a -8 penalty.
So endurance or resist drugs and torture?
Resist drugs and torture.
Okay. Let's go, baby! Bitch,
Nice.
please!
-8. So 1, 2,
Still
3,
passes the
4,
blue
5,
gas.
7, 8. Nah, fail. TV 15.
Fail?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Then Midnight also hallucinate, and then she sees her children in a room, and after that she sees like Vincent, and then she sees one particular lady that taught her everything she knows, and then after that she saw another person behind that lady, and then stabbed her from the back, and this is where like Midnight started to actually hallucinate higher. And then roll for concentration check with a really huge penalty. Just roll for concentration. Okay, it's a fail. Then you have nightmares. You see your caretaker, the person that took you in, that raised you as a mother, is like being killed. And then you see your children slowly being massacred and getting stabbed at. And then you started to scream. The moment you scream, all the nurses actually rush into the room and then try to put you down as you actually struggle on your bed. They strap you hard. They actually tied your legs and tied your arms, Midnight. Same thing with Haliman. Started to scream, started to hallucinate. The police actually came in and tied you down, Haliman, as they're unsure what actually happened. While the other police officer just actually looked on. I just smiled. As Ivana and Vincent doesn't know what's going on currently. It's going to be a long time until the both of you are going to be out from the hospital. Because blue glass is a dangerous type of drug. Remember kids, this is a game. So blue glass is dangerous. Stay off drugs. Okay? Alright. Then, meanwhile, at the apartment. Alright, Ivana, you're here now. Here. At your own personal computer. You put in the chip. You wear your goggles, your virtual goggles. And then you look to Vincent. Asking Vincent if he want to join you into the net.
Oh hell no!
Come on. I drive an AV littered with bullet holes. I mean, that's like, what, pretty thrilling, but the real thrill is finding something which has no soul, no body, no blood, no nothing, just ones and zeros.
Yeah, I'll be dead way in there. So no, thank you. I think you're better on your own.
I want to persuade him.
Yeah, Vincent is gonna be there to.
Oh, okay.
Should you burn?
Okay, just make sure to check me out safely, you know. And don't pull the cord. Do not pull the cord.
Okay, so basically, if shit goes south, jack you out. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, but do not pull the cord. You pull the cord.
But that's jacking you out, right?
Yeah, that's the unsafe idiot kind of way. My equipment doesn't do that. I have to.
Do you want Vincent to jack you out, or do you want Vincent to check you out when you're in the net run?
Or do you want Vincent to jack you off during the? Okay. Kids, jacking off is bad. Stay out.
Just.
Yeah, he's right. So don't do that, kids. Don't do that. Do not do that.
Just.
Okay.
Just.
So how do I jack you out safely then?
I basically teach him the safe kind of way. I just give him like the
Of course.
I just give him the equivalent of like a 30-minute worth of lesson. A 30-minute lesson.
Okay. So don't pull the cable. As much as that cable looks very tempting to pull, and press this and this and this and this, and activate this and this and this and this. Ignore this firewall. Okay.
Ring-a-ding-ding. That should be easy to handle. I put in the goggles and everything, and put in the data chip in the reader. So what does my itty-bitty digital eyes see?
The moment you actually put the chip in, suddenly you see on your virtual goggle error. Roll for your techniques skill. Okay. Under Cybertech.
Oh, Cybertech, okay. She's like, stubborn little bastard, aren't you? She's like, Control Alt Delete on the error itself.
Okay. You Control Alt Delete, nothing to be done. Error. Is you unable to check in? You need to keep on rolling for your Cybertech.
Okay. She's like, okay, not even Control Alt Delete. She like crack up her fingers, and she's like, it's gonna be a long ass process at this rate. So again,
come on, you can do it. I'll give a complimentary check. Oh, never. Yeah, there we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
not enough, is it?
Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough. Even with that bonus, it's not even enough.
Okay.
You got this. You got this.
Not enough. Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, it's plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6.
Okay. Alright, after 1 hour. Wait, let me just take a break.
Net running is so boring, isn't it?
After 1 hour of Vincent staring at you, trying to actually into the system itself, into the chip.
Let's see if he gets distracted. Like after you're taking so long, it's like, oh, this is boring. It's fine.
After that, you're like thinking, what is going on? You think to yourself, however, you check in. But the moment you check in, you notice that there was an electrical jolt and electrical surge that actually like fried your brain, literally. Roll 4 body skill endurance.
Body skill endurance. That just a 10, sadly.
Okay. Roll 2d6 damage to yourself.
Okay.
Straight to your HP. You just got healed, you just unhealed.
Oh, thank God. Got a lot.
Yeah, 6 HP.
Yeah, me too. God damn it!
Wait up.
Is this when I should check you out?
3, 4, 5, 6. She's like,
Okay, Vincent, we're checking
fine.
Anna out.
Fine. Ugh. Ugh.
You sure? You sure? Vincent readies. When you say the word, either I'll check you out or I've got this thing from Priscilla. As I takes out one of the syringes.
Oh, good God.
Speed heal.
Ugh. Pump it, boy. Put the speed heal in me. I'll need every ounce of whatever I could get my hands on. This thing just...
If you're... that's if you get a little bit more injured.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
better than this.
Exactly. Anyway, what does my little digital eyes see after getting zapped for 2d6 damage?
Whoa.
You're inside the realm. You're here. You look at the world. You look down.
He's like,
You
wow.
see endless world of space.
Okay, Mao is gonna seriously be jealous when he finds out that I actually did this.
This is the world. This is the cyberspace. This is the information within the chip itself. It's slightly damaged, but you can hear the sound of children in the distance. They're like laughter and smiling, and you're unsure, like, where is this coming from? What is that? You think to yourself, what? But standing on that floating rock, as you stand there, you look and see other floating rocks in the distance. In order for you to get to the other end, you need to jump. And for you to jump, you need to roll for your body skills athletic. You're not too sure what will happen if you fall, but because your mind and body is connected, it's gonna hurt you a lot.
Mm-hmm. She sees the extent of the damage. Then she basically speaks like a command to the computer and asks it, "Computer, what is the percentage?"
It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Can I actually roll for my interface to scan the damage and to see like what is the exact percentage of the damage?
You cannot do that way because this is net running. So this is already in the matrix itself.
Yeah, but it's part of my net running actions is I can scan. I want to scan just...
You can scan.
Yeah, I want to just to see the percentile of the damage, like how seriously damaged this thing is out of 100.
Isn't scanning for the access points?
Yeah, but I want to scan just for the...
interface.
Yeah, okay. So I want to see how far this thing is damaged. Let's see, roll for interface. No. Ugh.
We all know the answer to that.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much seriously damaged.
You look around. Walls, like the system itself, the knot. You're not too sure where the knot is. You're not too sure where is the data file even stored. You can scan the whole map, but you don't know where the knot is.
Good God, man! One wrong move and I'll actually plummet to my death. Virtually speaking.
To Vincent, he doesn't see this, but to you, you can see the virtual world itself all the way.
Mm-hmm. She in her voice to Vincent. Did you use the data chip before, and was it actually intact?
No, I didn't use it. I didn't use it before.
Okay.
Hi, what do you see?
Somewhere in between the apocalypse and the morning after a wild party. This thing is so badly damaged that I can't even see the access nodes anywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah, I may need Mao's help on this one, so... Yeah, and I may have to call in even a third person to do that. This is a 3-person job, not 2, or even 1.
Oh, so check you out.
No, she can do it herself.
Yeah, definitely.
As
Yeah.
you feel a slight pressure, slight tug on your interface plugs. Check you out, right?
No, I can check myself out since I haven't gone that deep yet. She's like, after she removes her goggles and everything, she's like, ugh. I've seen badly damaged data before, but not one just like this. This one is severely damaged. I don't know where you got this from, but whomever gave it to you did a serious number on it.
You got it from your mother. I mean, you got it from,
Got it from my mother.
from Midnight, Unite, GG, and so on.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to ask Mao's help for this one because I can't see the data node everywhere, and the thing is so chaotic that is. Picture this: floating islands in the middle of nowhere, and if you were to fall down, that's it. You plummet to your death.
Sounds like flying in Navy.
Roll for concentration and deduction, Hibana, just in case I need to give you a tip.
Okay, concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's under awareness. And you said body. And
deduction, education.
okay, education, deduction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You remembered. There are probably few people that can actually help you, but only a few of them can actually help. And you think to yourself, huh, there are a few people that was actually given to you, a few names, but one of them was actually Jojo Siwa, unless you forgot.
She's like, I know very few people. One of them is Jojo Siwa, but gonna have to give her a call to see if she's even willing to help.
You know, you can't call. You don't call Jojo Siwa. She's a net runner. You don't just call. You have to have a face-to-face talk with her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have her number, for God's sake.
She's like, yeah, I don't even have Siwa's phone number either, so I'm gonna have to reach out to someone who's a mutual acquaintance of Jojo's, then see if she's willing to help. This extensive damage to the data itself, yeah, Siwa, Mao, and me might be able to help it.
And you haven't even contacted or tried to contact Walter Cross yet.
Yeah, definitely. She's like, give me a second. She take out her phone and walks into the bedroom and sits on the bed and calls in Walter Cross.
Meanwhile, Vincent also has something to do. So both of them will be calling, but we'll let Hibana go first.
Alright. Okay. Hibana, okay. This is where you don't roll for any skills, but you roll for your luck instead.
Okay. I have to roll under a d6? Under a
Yep.
6, basically.
If you use up all, okay. Yeah, use up all your luck, basically. So you need to roll one.
Yep, I rolled a 1.
If you use up all your luck, you literally need to roll one. Okay. You actually message Walter Cross. What do you send him? Will you call him or message him?
Oh, call him, of course.
Okay. Okay. You call him. He picks up. And after you hear his voice from another line, a man that is so difficult to get at, but he actually answered your phone. And then you hear his voice. Go for Cross. Hibana, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while too, Mr. Cross. I was wondering, do you have Jojo Siwa's contact number? I'll need her help.
Jojo Siwa.
Yeah.
I know that runner, of course.
Yeah,
It's not that it's fine.
I'll need her expertise. I have a damaged data shard, and the damage is extensive on it. Not even me or anybody else can help but her. If you can hook me up with her, that'll be great.
Sure, but she's not. She's difficult. You can only find her during the night market section. So I do suggest that you actually find her somewhere during the 3rd week of this month.
Okay, let me just write this down.
3rd week of April.
This month. Okay. So 3rd week of this month of April. On any specific day or the whole 3rd week?
On the 15th.
So 15th of April. Okay, got it. Definitely.
Head over during midnight. Head straight towards Haywood.
Any specific area of Haywood, or that's it?
Look for the bright tree in the market.
Okay. Let me just write this down. Right 3. Okay.
Yes.
Wrote it.
Well, I'm busy right now, Hibana. I'm with a friend. I'll catch you next time once I'm back in Night City.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sorry about that. Thank you. Feel like as soon as she hangs up,
Yeah, put down the phone.
feel like as soon as she hangs up and everything, she basically, Vincent, I think I may need you a little bit even more because we're gonna have to go to one of the night markets.
After that, Vincent was also busy on that. Okay, Vincent, your turn.
This was what I discussed, like, because I haven't actually given the data shard back to Michael Wesker yet. So he's gonna give Michael Wesker a call. If he wants his data shard back, he better pick up.
Okay. You call up. Yes. Okay, roll for your luck first.
Spending left points. Oh, it's just a D10. It's just a D10.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, pass.
Alright. You give a call to Michael Wesker. And then he picks up the phone. Go for Wesker.
Hey, Mr. Wesker. It's me again.
And then after you hear your voice. Ah. Hello, Vincent. I'm surprised to actually get your call around this time.
Yeah, it wasn't very convenient for me. For quite a while, I had to bury a couple of bodies, so to speak. But I got the shard.
You got the shard. That's interesting.
Yes, indeed.
Very interesting.
Say, you need the shard back, I know. So when would be a good time to, for me to pass it to you? You're quite a hard man to find sometimes.
Yes. I'm quite busy apparently due to some business that I actually have to deal with a number of people.
Okay.
But since you have the shard, perhaps that I should look you up.
Yeah, or you could send an associate come pick it up.
Yes, I believe I can. I'll probably send over my daughter to pick it up from you.
Oh, that would be an honor, Mr. Wesker. And say what, next week, something like that.
She'll give you a call.
All right. Thank you.
And after that, he goes on the phone. And after you look to Hibana also just finished a conversation. And then after that, he's gonna go up from the bed and then he walks over to you. And after that, he wanted to say something, but you notice that she's actually like busy handling something else, apparently. But
while waiting for Hibana to finish the call, Vincent will take a look at the shard that he's got first. Like, what is that as well?
You just see it.
What did he steal from the bozos?
you look at the chart. The chart doesn't actually written anything else other than a simple alphabet with state SP. That's it. Like a logo, like a big letter S, and then after that in between it, like a small letter P. SP. And then after the Hibana walks over to you, and then Hibana, what do you say?
Well, I have an address. On the third week of April, that'll be the 15th of April to be exactly, we need to head to the night market in Haywood, and we need to look for the bright tree.
Bright Tree, night market.
Yep.
Just my thing.
And And also, I need you to bring a car with a locked trunk because I have some merchandise that I want to also sell at the night market. Weapons, cyber arms, and the like.
I'll see if I can see any fixers that I know of around there. You know us. We trade in and out of Night City.
I don't have any expertise in selling, so I'm hoping you could help sell them. Help me sell them basically and get a good deal on it.
I'm not usually the one to trade, but I'll see what I can do. See if anybody's there.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. By the way, I've got a favor as well, so to say.
Okay.
Think of it as your taxi fee.
Okay.
As Vincent pulls out another data shard.
I just got hinged on one data shot, so you better tell me if that thing is actually safe to use.
This one is definitely not damaged. I pulled it out myself.
Okay, what does it contain?
Well, I'm not too sure, but you know what? Vincent looks around the room. Never mind.
So, what does it contain?
Don't know.
And you want to give it to me because?
As a player, I kind of had this thought of, maybe I fucked up. So now I'm actually thinking of how am I gonna rectify this situation.
You opened the kind of words, not me, good sir, not me.
Right.
Pretend like you never saw that, and pretend like we never had this conversation.
Okay.
Persuasion, if you want to resist.
No, I'll choose to fail. I'll choose to fail this one so that she can, because to her, it's dead at night. So I'm going to go change, go to sleep, and yeah, the couch happens to be transformable into a bed. Also,
Yeah.
for your personal knowledge, I do keep a gun under my pillow. Just saying.
Okay then. And what's all this other random junk over here? Vincent points at let's see what the fuck was it that has like a couple of hazmat suits and amongst other things.
Oh, these are my stuff. And let's just say I have a lots of stuff because she wanna protect midnight stuff as well.
Okay.
So it's
Anything else?
at midnights. Okay, fine, whatever.
If not, I'll move to the next scene.
You can move to the next scene.
Sure.
Because you guys are just randomly throwing out just random RP only that doesn't move the plot.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Meanwhile, on top of the tower, city is light up. You can see two people, but three actually, a woman and two. Apparently, Walter Cross and Michael Wesker. Michael Wesker then turns to Walter Cross and said, "Yeah, you too? Yeah, just received a phone call," Michael Wesker speaks out. "And you?" "Yeah, another call apparently, just that I need something to be done in Night City. How about you, Wesker?" "Yeah, it seems I have to send my daughter to do some bidding, but that's not going to stop us from having this meeting." And then you see, then Wesker and Cross actually bow down to this particular lady right in the middle and said, "Miss Hanako Arasaka, sorry for the interruption. So let's talk business. You want to go back to Night City?" And she said, "Yes. But there's something that I cannot be doing. There's something that needs to be done. This company that calls itself Strega is disrupting our current business. How do we deal with this?" Wesker speaks out and said, "Don't worry, Hanako. I'm sure that your brother Yorinobu will have done something right now. Besides, we have actually given him some sort of leads on what needs to be done. And then Cross replied, yes. And then Hanako Arasaka then said, but Wesker, what is ongoing with the project that we've been doing? And then Michael Wesker replied back, Hanako Arasaka, with your funding and your confidence in my business, the Spartan program will commence as soon as we find the right subject. And Walter Crossan said, yes, the orphans that I have attained, they have actually some sort of potential abilities, but something needs to be done. I found two, but their parents apparently is very, very adamant when it comes to keeping them safe. So something need to be dealt with eventually. Those two children, something need to be done in order to actually release their real potential. Something tragic, of course. Then Hanako then turns to Cross and said, just do what needs to be done, Cross. I need to find the proper subject for this Spartan project. Then Wesker then bowed down and said, yes, it will be done. Sadly, the first step subject, experiment 1, did not follow what needs to be done. Then Hanako replied, my father did not actually see that subject was actually potentially met. But with the death of Cressidia Lin, experiment 1 is gone, so we proceed with experiment 4. And they both bowed down their head and said, very well, tell your father that everything will be done. And then, to be continued.
Thank you all for watching.
Stakes on the table.
Thank you all for watching, and
Thank you all, and see you guys next week. Boo!